MajorSlackVideos.
But yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more. I was gonna say Skyrim. Let's walk through some more Divinity Original Sin 2. And here we are back with my original save with Sibyl. We have started right at the beginning of Fort Joy. And we are now going to meet all the party members and listen to their dialogue and see what their backstory is all about. For those of you who like backstory, this is it. Get your yayas out. This is, fair warning, this video is going to be pretty much 90%, that's probably an understatement, 95%, 99% dialogue, all backstory. The only strategic thing I'm going to do is take on the Red Prince, whom is the first party member we're going to meet. Take on the Red Prince as a companion and select the Wayfarer preset for him. So for those of you who don't like backstory and don't want to like listen to a whole bunch of backstory and dialogue, that's what I'm going to do in this video. And then I'm going to go back to the original starting point here, and we're going to take off there and start adventuring, and we're going to get into a fight right away at the beginning of episode
Voidwoken.
7.
Those are the same beasts that sank
Trying to
our
remember what
ship.
episode this is
Damn,
episode
they made
6.
it to shore.
Yeah. So that's that. There is Sir Laura. I'm going to kill Sir Laura for the very same reasons that I outlined in the previous video. R.I.P. Sir Laura. Sir Laura. Always gives up the same thing. 2 teeth and the shadow essence. Let's go meet the Red Prince. And I said in the previous video I was going to just farm knockdown arrows from all the characters. That's not true. We're actually going to take on the Red Prince. He's the one with the perfect combination of special talents and assigned talent according to a preset that we're going to select, which is Wayfarer. And we're going to take him on as a companion and use him to power level up to level 4. This is going to be my special explorer power run. You'll see that after, starting in episode 6. Alright, so yeah, we're not going to farm knockdown arrows from everybody. Most everybody. Alright, so here we go. Backstory, starting with the Red Prince. So let's meet him up.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
Turn around, reptile. I'm looking for a dreamer called Stingtail. Do you know a kinsman by that name?
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, 2 smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
No, I do not. Then again, I don't belong to the House of Dreams. I'm a prince of the House of War. A house you seem to be all too familiar with, judging by that rather fetching mark on your cheek.
Okay, so the dreamer. Have you seen him?
I have not. But how fortuitous it is indeed for a slave girl to walk on by and confirm a dreamer's presence on this isle. Now that you've served your purpose, though, you and I have a problem. You've clearly relinquished your duties by running away from your rightful master, a crime punishable by death.
The laws of this damnable empire have no validity here. Come on, you kidding?
No, I suppose they don't. Which is why I've no intention of carrying out the death sentence that I should. Besides, you did come back for me and all those others on a sinking ship after all.
And then there's that.
What do you say we bury the hatchet, you and I? For now, at least.
Okay, I agree. I'm here to hunt Stingtail after all. Did I say Stinktail? Cut! Okay, here we go. Take 2. So yeah, I'm here to hunt Stingtail after all, not any lizard that happens to pass on by.
Good, very good. I'm glad you're being so sensible. Glad I can return to my ruminations.
Okay, go ahead.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
I see a blue silken sheet meant to mask a fathomless black.
Judging by the dark pools that are your eyes, I'd say you're seeing yourself.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire.
Really now.
I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
What do you mean, lost?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. I already told you I'm a prince. Do you mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
A red lizard. Oh, that can only mean one thing. You're the notorious Red Prince.
The very same. I am the Red Prince, the all-conqueror, the world-tamer, the spouse of the sun.
The most verbose of the bunch. Okay.
Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
Actually, he's not the most verbose of the bunch. Fane is. You'll see later on. Okay, continue.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment.
I would love to say this, like, you know, when somebody's like, you know, so, what are you doing for a living right now? Well, I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. In other words, you're looking for a job. Hilarious. Okay.
The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Okay, so, how about you hook up with me and we travel together and maybe we can win your throne back?
Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all.
I did indeed.
Fine. I accept.
Awesome.
On one condition.
Oh boy, here we go.
For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. One of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Most likely the same chap you're looking for. Promise me we'll find him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company.
Alright, what the hell? I promise.
Jolly good. So,
Jolly
now
good.
that that's settled, first things first.
Okay, what?
Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out, it goes without saying.
Mm-hmm.
As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
What say you?
Okay, so here you get to choose one of the presets for Red Prince. Like I said, I'm going to go with Wayfarer, which is 3.4. So we'll go for the third option.
Finesse is a condition one should assume in any situation, from dining to discourse to dueling. What situations do you have in mind?
And then go for number 4, Wayfarer. And this will make him a huntsman slash geomancer. And he's going to have the pet pal talent, which is extremely important to the strategy I'm going to show you on how to power level to level 4. Okay, so Red Prince, Wayfarer, here we go.
Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord.
How about just dude?
As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings.
Oh, thankfully.
Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
Let us be off. Okay, so we have our companion, the only one we're going to take on. All the others we're going to milk for knockdown arrows. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he has on board. He has a crossbow, and click on all. Close down this one, and he has a poison arrow, fire arrow, and the usual resurrection scroll, and a minor healing potion. We're going to leave that all on him. Let's go meet Fane. Now, if you want to know exactly where the location of all these
A black cat. Beauteous creature.
these party members are,
Almost
watch
as graceful
part
as I
5.
am.
I go into great detail about how to find them. And I'm also passing by a whole bunch of good stuff, like this hidden treasure. We'll get that when we start adventuring. For now, let's just focus on the characters. Over here, here's what we're looking for. We're looking for the pointy rock, looking for the mysterious blue hole. Go through the mysterious blue hole, and into this area here, we're going to meet Fane. Now, if you thought the Red Prince was verbose, you're in for a treat now.
You walk up to a skeleton unlike any you have ever seen before. His skull seems to be carved into intricate patterns, with a gemstone sitting in the middle of his forehead. Approaching, you hear a profane rumble from the undead beast.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Actually, you don't seem half as threatening as those creatures in red. Run along, won't you? I have business to attend to.
Okay, and what exactly is your business with this dead body?
Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull.
He did a bit, eh?
I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body.
Ah! Okay, you got a little bit of a Hannibal Lecter thing going on here. Okay, we can dig it.
I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Okay, and exactly why do you need a mask?
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivellon by every idiot with a torch does not appeal. Oh, get away! Monster! Hide the children! Oh, you are simple beasts. And you simply do not like my... Well, not my kind, but those that look like me. So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features.
Okay, Halloween is just around the corner. I mean, couldn't you just like go to the dollar store or something and... I don't know. Anyways, speaking of traversing this land, I hate to break it to you, but Fort Joy is a prison. You're not traversing anything.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have important things to do on Reaper's Coast. I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die so I may continue my business in peace. No, I may be an eternal, but my patience has its limits. Indeed, I may be the only eternal. My people seem rather absent, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers.
Huh. Okay. You speak of the Eternals. What was that? Some sort of cult?
A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race was needed. We were all one. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limits of your imagination would not do us justice. We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of great art. We disappeared. But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again.
Alright, what are you still doing here if your people have vanished?
Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced for a time.
Oh, okay. Everybody took off on you while you were taking a dump. Gotcha. It's happened to me before. Yeah, okay.
Several centuries, in fact.
Oh,
Or perhaps millennia. One tends to lose track.
One of those long 12-pound dumps. Okay.
I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate.
Okay, let's cut to the chase here. Sounds like you need a companion. How'd you like to travel with me?
I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous.
Alright.
You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful.
Yes, it could work out well for both of us.
Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours?
Alright, so we're just farming knockdown arrows from him, so we're going to choose the Ranger, which is 3.1. So 3.
Ah, you seek a more subtle approach. How surprisingly civilized. Very well. What do you require?
And here we go, Ranger 1.
I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? Splendid. Very well. Let's be off.
Let's be off. And let's access him. Bring up his screen. Take all the stuff, including the most important knockdown arrow. He also has a poison bottle. Some of these books will actually give you recipes. Leave him fully dressed because there's this thing where if you strip Fane naked, he scares away people. And it may screw up another quest that happens in this area later on. I've seen it happen. I had to redo that quest and leave him fully dressed. And yeah, okay, so leave him fully dressed. I'm not going to take all this stuff. So that's it. That's with Fane. That's all that we're going to do with Fane. Sabille, talk to Fane again. Dismiss
Is it
him.
not enough that you travel with? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it.
Yeah, I think we should go our separate ways. You're just way too much of a motor mouth for me.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Yes. I can imagine it might be somewhat difficult for you to forever be in my shadow. Go on then, play in the sun. I have actual work to do.
Alright, ta-ta now. Pip pip cheerio and all that sort of jazz. That's the only British I know, by the way. Humble apologies to those from the UK. Alright, so, let's continue. Let's do a quick save here just in case we blow it. Okay, Mr. Fumble Fingers blew it, so I had to reload. Here we go. We are continuing south. Not there. Let's go this way. Let's go to the water's edge first. So we're going west, as you can see on the mini-map. Pushing towards the water's edge. Up here, this little plateau here, these stairs, that's where you want to avoid. So let's go here. And take this ladder up here and completely avoid this scene right here.
We already know the truth.
With MajorSlackVideos. Otherwise you'll level up. And take this ladder down here.
Yeah, what of it?
Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both of you.
I told him I'd
Mummy's right here.
You there.
And here's Gowan. This is the whole teleporter mission. We're going to pass on that for now, but we're going to take it on later. Very important. You're looking for the bonfire. And tell you what, I'm going to just alter my strategy a little bit so I don't make the same mistake. That's something I should cover right now. As you're moving one guy around, let's say you select Sabille, you notice that these two character cards are stuck together, right? So as you move Sabille around, your other character or characters, squad members will automatically follow. This is called being chained together. You can unchain your characters by just simply taking an avatar and dragging it off like that. Hear the little unchaining sound, and now you see a little space in between. See, that means they're unchained. That means when I move Sabille, Red Prince will not follow. And that's very important in many scenarios. You may want to unchain your characters. To rechain them, simply take this avatar and move it close to Sibyl, and now Red Prince will continue to follow Sibyl around. For now, I want them unchained, because all I want to do is meet Beast and take his stuff and dismiss them. And there's this assassin over here that I accidentally bumped into. I can't believe I did this. So I had to reload. He's right down here. It's Narin, I believe. And if Red Prince gets too close to him, he'll force you into a fight. And we don't want to do that right now. Okay, here's Beast.
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free, to no avail.
Ah,
Need a hand?
got two of my own, haven't I?
Alright.
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together, before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
You sure you don't need a hand?
Go on then, give it a go.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I loosened her up.
No, of course.
You get a good look at the hearty fellow, broad as a hull and sunburned from all sides. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands.
For your trouble.
Sorry, I cut it off there. I was a little trigger happy. I doubt that plank was worth a coin.
No, but I'd hoped to build something with it that would be worth 1,000. Yeah, we're a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
Plan B. Are you planning an escape?
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment.
Listen up. If you're getting out, I want in.
Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you.
You got a deal.
That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with the grace of a courtier.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast.
Ah, I know that name well. They say you've swiped enough property from the Dwarven royal fleet to buy a small island.
Eh, now. It's quite a nice-sized place, actually. Play your cards right and I'll invite you for the summer.
Alright. I love barbecue. What do you plan to do when you escape?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Alright. A rather cryptic response there.
Anyhow, we're a team now, so the me is not half as important as the us.
Right.
Let's get down to brass tacks. Fighting, I mean. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as team dynamics. So what'll it be?
Alright, so once again, we're just going to farm knockdown arrows from him, so we're going to choose Ranger to get the knockdown arrow. That's 3.1. 3
You not look it, but I'm
and
pretty
1.
then it's settled.
It's settled.
Capital!
Capital!
Well, that's that sorted. Onward then. I've got to get out of here, and soon. And I suppose you do too.
There you go. Beast. Let's access his inventory. Take everything, including his clothes, and most importantly, these items right here. Okay, so he is stripped of all his worldly belongings. Let's tell him to be on his merry way.
Not drawing many winning cards of late, but I won't be crying over it. Sailed away from my last island prison scot-free. No reason I can't do it again.
Okay, listen up, buddy. I think maybe you should try that on your own. I want to try something different, okay?
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Yes, I'm sure.
We have different paths to take, you and I, so be it.
So be it. Ta-ta now. See you in the funny papers. Alright, let's go back to town. Hook up with Red Prince.
Yet so quickly, we find Source so dangerous. What in his
Rechain together.
Easy now, old chap.
If you were going to take on Sabine as a character, or as a squad member, she would be down this way. Exit out the south end. Hook around to the right here. And she's typically found here. But since we're playing as Sabine, there can't be two Sabiles. She's also found here. But usually here. We're playing as Sabine, so there can't be two Sabiles, so skip over that. Let's go hook up with Lohse.
So, this is for delivery.
Surely you'll have one.
What a crumbling
Go up
disaster.
north through the camp kitchen. Right here is another waypoint. This will be Fort Joy Square. There we go. And just up ahead here is Lohse and Ifan. Let's talk to Lohse.
An odd-looking young woman is staring intently at the statue to the divine, fingers curled rigidly at her sides. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks.
Are you alright?
Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
What? Do I have something on my face?
I never bothered to read this one here. Okay, you just kind of look like you're fully possessed there for a moment.
Fully possessed.
Yeah.
Not a bad stage name. But
Yeah, it
actually,
is.
it's Lohse. Pleased to meet you.
Lohse, okay. How you doing? Can you explain what you're doing just a moment ago?
Oh, it's nothing really. It's just, I'm just a bit,
Stoned?
well, a bit
Drunk? No.
hospitable.
Hospitable, okay. Can you elaborate?
Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you.
An infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. I have to write that one down, okay.
But I'm a roadside inn.
Well,
Red door,
la-di-da.
flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied.
Alright, who or what were you hosting a few moments ago?
Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. Maybe a spectre, but I wouldn't bet money on it. So, how are you enjoying the joy?
Well, you know, the Magisters hauled me in, you know, all this stuff about being a danger to myself and to society, the chains are for your protection, etc., ad nauseum. Not bad.
Yeah, same story here. Reckon in my case, they might actually be right, though. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that.
Alright, somebody else who's also right to the point. Let's do it. Sounds like a good idea.
It does, right?
Yeah.
Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if, when, push comes to shove.
Alright.
Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be?
It will be your knockdown arrow, please.
I'm
3.1.
not afraid of getting... Sounds fine. So, we're good to go?
Very
Yeah?
good. Yeah.
Well, that was easier than I thought.
Yes,
and
it was. Alright, Lohse. Let's take a look at your inventory. Take all your stuff. And strip you naked so we can take a look at your lovely figure. Lohse. Ha 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 ha. And that's enough of that. Alright.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Listen, I'm going to go on my own for a little while.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Yes.
Oh, really now? Well, well, well. I guess this makes us mortal enemies. For now, at least.
I love Lohse. She's so cool. Alright, and finally,
Come on,
Ifan.
Lexi.
As I explained in the previous video, it's difficult to take on Ifan without getting involved in this whole thing here and leveling up. So we're just going to go ahead and level up.
Dear one, help me teach this beast. He must respect.
And you get dragged into this whole situation with Elodie and these two guys here, Burrow and Kana, I believe their names are. Okay.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Alright, so we're going to help Elodie. Just choose the first option here. Stand beside the elf and tell the thug to back off.
The intense-looking man stands beside you against the thugs, shooting you an appraising glance. Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing up your combined threat.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you. You ain't worth the sweat of my brow anyhow.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
Okay, and as you can see, we earned 600 XP, which caused us to level up.
There is a safe place.
And Elodie will lead you down to the caverns, and I know exactly where they are, so we don't have to follow her. They're right down here. But for now, let's continue to finish up talking to all the characters.
Down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Concluding with Ifan.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it, hard.
Good to meet you, lady. Say, you don't look all that busy. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here, while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
Get out of here. How do you think that's going to
The
happen?
usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood.
Okay.
Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but I'll wager it'll be no worse than what'll happen if we stay put.
Okay, it's just a rough plan, eh? Alright.
2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
He
Right.
grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need?
And I'm debating whether to farm the knockdown arrow from him or also lock him in as a wayfarer. I think I'll do that.
Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for
Right you are.
Here we go, changing plans again. No, this is a rather innocuous change of plans. We're just going to take his stuff and then dismiss him. Which is a fire arrow, a poison arrow, and the usual resurrection scroll and a minor healing potion. So this will give us some options. And the crossbow. Of course, you don't need your duds because it's a nice warm summer day. So stripped of all his worldly possessions, let's dismiss him.
Tired of the view in here yet?
A little bit. Tell you what, let's go our separate ways for
Are
now.
you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Yes,
his
I'm sure.
eyebrows shoot up, and a wry smile crosses his lips.
Can't say I'm not sorry to see you go, but you'll be alright. You seem to have the hang of this place.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Good luck out there.
You
Might
too.
be we'll see each other further down the road.
Might be. Alright, and that is all the characters done. We have all their stuff. How do we do? Collected ourselves 3 knockdown arrows, 4 fire arrows, poison arrow. And we have the Red Prince on as a companion, and he has the all-important persuasion, civil ability, and the pet pal talent. That's extremely important for the next strategy, this power leveling strategy that I'm going to take you on. Get up to level 4, easy peasy. So let's fast travel back to the beach, and this is where we're going to pick up next video and start adventuring. That's it for the character romp. If you made it this far, hey, congratulations. Consider yourself a hardcore slacker. Thanks a lot for watching. My name is Major Slack. See you next video. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page, and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.